Okay, these are my comments for a post on Facebook. I've done that a handful of times. It's just something. It's a lot easier to make a comment here on YouTube that requires a little bit more lengthy comment rather than resolve it through text. But anyway, what I'll do, I use I take my laptop to use a handful of places that have pretty decent, pretty fast, downloads from free Wi-Fi. I've covered that a number of times. If you watch some of my earlier videos, you'll see what I'm doing. But anyway, I'll download videos. When I'm not working, I do still kind of work for a living. But I'll download videos on my laptop. I've got my TV plugged in. I got a big screen TV plugged into the HDMI output of my laptop. I've got an amplifier I got plugged into the laptop, and I can watch pretty decent videos. Now the beer is like after about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. When I'm sure I don't have to work anymore. The beer. I'm not one of those guys that are fully retired and all falling apart and drinking beer. I've seen people do that. I've seen people just sit there drink vodka all day long, and after a while they're dead or something. I'm not going to do that. But yes, that's what I do. I download YouTube videos and watch them on my TV. Now that's fun to some people. That probably won't be fun to other people. That's just what I do. Now there's several. Besides downloading videos, watch other people's videos. I make some videos on my own. I've got several videos here that I've got quite a number of videos that I've made on my own that are totally separate from anything I've watched on YouTube. I'm going to comment on something else here in a little bit in a completely separate video. Okay, love y'all. Let's make this crazy world as interesting and as fun as we can. Bye bye. Das Leben ist ein Abenteuer and c'est la vie.